Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 ways that you guys can make coins with these easy trading methods that I do to this day. They're really effective, really good. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. So we're going to be going over a few different ones. We're going to be going over, I believe, 2 lower budget ones, 1 medium budget, and then 2 kind of higher budget ones. That are really effective for everything that you guys do, as well as the current stage of the game with Team of the Year coming. These are all really effective, and like I said, I still do them. They can literally make you millions and millions of coins. So the first low budget one we're going to talk about here is the bronze pack method. The bronze pack method, it's really easy. All you guys are going to be doing is opening up bronze packs for 400 coins and essentially selling anything that you see in. Now you might be asking, why would you do this? What is the point of opening bronze packs? They're just bronze cards. Well, with League SBCs and all these other new things coming out, there's a good opportunity that you guys can actually get some really good stuff out of here. So essentially what you do is you go through each of these little cards. You try to determine which ones are worth something and which ones aren't. Unfortunately, in this one, it looks like we don't have anything that's actually worth it. So what we usually like, or what I like to do, is I like to sell everything aside from the players that aren't usable, and then I'll recycle them into those, silver upgrades and stuff like that. It's a really good method for cycling through SBCs and stuff like that. Obviously this is for lower budget. This is what I did to build my budget up. I do have a full guide on the bronze pack method on the channel, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to pack anything that'll actually be good. But like, for example, this card he might sell. There's not too many available on the market, and they're also, fairly scarcely priced, so I can do that and look to sell. And then these 2 I would keep, and then you just keep doing it. It's a really effective, easy method to do. This is what I do sometimes when I'm just trying to chill and trade, or I'm trying to do SBCs and stuff like that for free. It's a really great method, and again, if you have lower coins, this is a good one to do until you hit about 100 to 150k. Right here we got a guy that probably will sell for a little bit, 200 coins, and then we keep doing that to profit. And there are some bronzes that will go for some pretty crazy prices. There are bronzes that'll go for literally a couple thousand coins. It's just about trying to get a little lucky and find those gems. Now our next method is one that I've talked about multiple times on the channel, and it is determining your own sniping filters. Content time sniping is what I like to call it. So essentially all you do is you wait until something new drops, for the day at 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And what you do is you wait, and then you see what the requirements are for it. So for example, the John Stones that we got, really easy requirements, a Premier League, an Inform, an 85 team. So I go on and I look for requirements on the market, and I just look to snipe them. Really easy method to do. And I'll show you on Footbin a second way of what you could do to find these filters. It is what I like to do is go to the market tab. You go to like index, whatever. I like to do the index 82. You wait and see what cards are up a lot. So for example, it looks like Daily Blint is up a lot here. And he's up to 3k. So if we go on to the game here and we'll search him up on the market, and we'll take a look at what his price is. Now that's on PlayStation. It might be a little bit different actually on Xbox. But what I would do is I would set up my filter, look and find, what his price is. I'd imagine, yep, he is up on Xbox even more. So he's sitting at about 4k for an 82 rated. That's very high. What people don't know is that this 82 is worth that much. So I like to set him a little bit lower, and I could have sniped him right there. But if he sells for 4k, I can look and just keep doing this, sniping until I find one for, there we go, nearly got one for 2.3k. You can insta sell for 4k or whatever the price is. A really effective method to do. I do this all the time as well. When again, I'm kind of in between flips and stuff like that. And all you do is you just keep refreshing the search until you eventually, get to the next, or when you find a card. So we'll see if we can get one real quick. Here we do for 950 coins. We miss out on him, but again, that's a 3k profit right there if I was able to snipe him. Super easy method. What else is there to say? Now next up, we can actually look to do substitute trading. Now this is something I talked about quite a bit earlier in the week. And what you do basically is during promo days, when somebody gets a new card, you go and look at those other versions that the card has. Again, a great example of this, I've done it multiple times. Bruno Fernandes, when he got his headliners card, he had multiple other versions. What happened when the headliners came out was the team of the group stage started to drop down in price. He ended up dropping down about 100k, and within an hour. So I picked him up right about at 2 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. UK. That's when cards kind of start to hit their bottom. I picked up this team of the group stage, Bruno Fernandes, it was like 830k, and now you can see the headliners up to 950 on PlayStation. So a really great rise, and this happens for every promo meta card. Those other versions drop down due to panic selling, and then they kind of rebound back up. The same thing actually happened with Ronaldo for Team of the Week. His first inform actually panicked a little bit when he first got in, and then he rebounded quickly, and then I know he actually did go back down a little bit. But as you guys can see, he kind of goes down on the Wednesday, up on the Thursday. Now, it's kind of hard to check the hourly graph. Actually, we do have Wednesday here. Let's see if we can see it here. As you guys can see, Team of the Week drops, I want to say here. So as you can see, he actually, at the time, he dipped down a little bit, and then on Xbox, he dipped up a lot, and the same kind of way to see. It's a little hard to see on the hourly graph, but it was a drop that happened. The same thing happens with Bruno, and that is essentially substitute trading. On to the next topic. We're going to be talking about icon trading. Now I'm going to show you guys a quick example. We do have full guides on the channel too. But with icon trading, essentially what you guys want to do is we're going to be trying to do, flip hourly. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to set your filter to icon. I like to do the league because I feel like it more pops up in the search, because obviously the search queue is kind of low. Set your filter for your budget. I find the best deals always come at 500k and lower. And what you do is you just skip to the 59th minute. So we're probably going to be skipping quite a few pages here. But we skip to the end. And what we do is we look to find any icons that are lower priced at the time. Now, the best time to do this, again, is during, time of supply, when icons are getting dropped down and stuff like that. It's a really effective method to do. Again, it does take a little bit of patience, especially when you're searching through pages and stuff like that. But it does take a little bit of actual, learning on your own part. You do have to learn prices and fluctuations and stuff like that. But it's really easy. And that's all that's to hourly flipping, is once I get to the 59th minute, I'll look and see what icons there are. If they're lower than, what they should be, I'll look to snipe, and then, moving on. However, you can also do what's called weekly icon fluctuation trading, I guess, weekly investing. What you guys can do is buy icons on the Sunday, Monday kind of period, and then just look to sell Friday night. It's really easy. You just got to find which icons are low, find them at their lowest point of the day, and then you can sell then. Now, like I said, with the hourly flipping, you guys want to insta-sell icons. It's about moving your coins and keeping them moving fast. That's the whole point of this to kind of do. Now, if you are on Xbox, there is actually another way you can buy, and that's at night during bidding. There's not many Xbox players on at night. I feel like there's very low volume, and it's easy to do. So now, like I said, once you guys get to the 59th minute, you want to search through these icons and see which ones are kind of low. Again, that's why I said it helps for you guys to kind of find prices and stuff like that, so that way you guys don't have to sit there and compare price all the time and look. Personally, I like icons that have big undercuts on them, but again, those are kind of hard to find, and you just got to find ones with good fluctuations and stuff like that. Really easy method to do once you start to get into it and you learn more about it. It's definitely something that I would, look to continue to get into. Again, on the web app, it's a little bit easier because you can spam click more and it loads faster, but it's whatever suits you best. Now, finally, I wanted to talk about Team of the Week investing trading. This one's more of an investment, kind of what you can do on a week-to-week basis. If we go back over to flipping here, what I like to do is I like to look at the fodder cards in every Team of the Week. Fodder has been rising like crazy. It's ridiculous how much it's been going up and down and stuff like that. So what we can do is actually look for, informs that are very low in price. And kind of have this gap between current supply and, the current Team of the Weeks and stuff like that. So if I go to cheapest players by rating, Zapata is one that I had my eye on for yesterday, yesterday being Friday. This video is recorded a little earlier, so the prices might vary a little bit. But Zapata was a card that I was actually planning on going all in. I'm still planning on it, but again, the video is getting uploaded because there's this huge gap between Zapata and then these cards. So, for example, on Xbox, because Xbox fodder does move a little bit more than, say, PlayStation fodder would, Zapata is one that interests me because there's a huge gap. Look at this gap. You have a 32k card, and then the next one is 38k. So instantly you can see a 6k rise potentially happening once he goes out of packs. Now, he is expected to get a lot of supply today because yesterday, because he did get that kind of, he is going to get a lot of supply because he's in packs, and we had lightning rounds and stuff like that. So that's something I do every week. I'm trying to find someone, for example, Stindl was an 83, that was a good example of this method. And even, Zelinsky and Vasquez, they look like good cards to do this with too. So Stindl, for example, when the first 2 days are out, the supply kind of drains him, and on the Friday, he tends to be these informs tend to be the lowest, and as you can see, he went from 13k to 23k on a 2-week hold, and even on the 1-week hold, he goes up to 20k, so a 7k rise. So these are really good cards to do this with. A really easy method, team of the week trading, super easy. Again, all these methods have complete videos on my channel. If you are interested, just look them up, and I'll link them somewhere so you can watch that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment if you have any questions. Till next time, guys.